I've been having some problems. I would love to hear your advice. Let me know what you think. With my investment fund, Zip Capital, I can only accept accredited investors. Per SEC compliance, my fund, if you are not accredited, you cannot invest into my fund. Not my rule, it's an SEC compliance rule. I've been having some problems. I just had a coffee meeting this morning with someone local. It was amazing. Great to catch up, great to talk, and he wants to invest $100,000. Amazing opportunity. I was so excited. And then I brought up the accredited investor requirement. And then he basically told me, unfortunately, he's not an accredited investor. So here's what it means. You have to have $300,000 of annual income if you're married, or $200,000 of annual income if you're not married, or a $1 million net worth in order to be eligible to invest into my fund. Because there's two different types of funds that I could have. I could have this type of fund where I can publicly advertise. I can solicit the general public. I can talk about my investment fund. I can advertise and market, talk about on social media, talk about it at live presentations. I can solicit the general public to try to raise money. But with that being said, I can only accept accredited investors. So here's my dilemma. There's another type of fund where you cannot engage in public solicitation, but you can take on non-accredited investors. So in my mind, I'm thinking maybe I start a second company, another company, a separate company with this other type of investment fund that allows non-accredited investors. And so I would basically be running two separate businesses, but that way I could take on these investors who are not accredited and not eligible for Zip Capital. But here's my dilemma. I feel like I just need to focus on my ideal client. I need to just focus on accredited investors, because if you try to sell to everybody, you're going to end up selling to nobody. No business can sell to every single person unless you're Netflix or Amazon, which I'm not. So my dilemma is, should I just stay focused on accredited investors and just expect that my business is not for everybody? Or should I start a second company, spend thousands of dollars to open up a new investment fund so that I could service these non-accredited investors? Because I have already missed out on dozens of interested investors because they don't meet the accredited investor criteria. So let me know what you think. Should I start a second company, or should I just focus on my avatar? Focus on accredited investors.